We're going to take a look at Nuclear Winter 68. This video was requested by Mr. Burt on Board Game Geek. Mikael, I believe his first name is. I didn't realize there were so many videos for it already, so to everyone who has one out there, great job. I watched some of them today in preparation, but thought I'd do my own take. I'm going to do the overview video, and then I'll do this playthrough. I'm going to do Scenario 1, and then I think I'm also going to do Scenario 6, because that's a new one. I've played Scenario 1, I think, 3 or 4 times. I seem to remember it being overpowered, and I think that's a common issue that's brought up, is that it's balanced heavily in favor of the black hand, if I remember correctly. So we're all set up. The Third Reich, I might end up referring to them as Germans in the game. They're the Third Reich troops who surface and into this barren wasteland, and then the Black Hand are the, I guess, citizens of Germany who were trapped there in the fallout when they put the wall up. So the Third Reich starts off the board out here. The Black Hand starts with at least one unit in here. They can be on this hill or this hill, and they control Brenken down here, which is these 3 hexes. What the Third Reich player has to do is, by the end of turn 8, I like to mark the turn after the last turn is finished, so they can keep track. They have to control these to win. That's pretty hard for them to do, from what I've seen. But we'll go ahead and get started. So what you do is you draw a chit, and that's the formation that gets to activate. I put my chits up here to keep track of them for right now until a unit or a formation gets eliminated. We'll be drawing 5 chits each turn. So first of the 1/30th activates first. They get a movement bonus if they stay on the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go 8 there. And I'll go there, and then we mark them finished. So the first couple turns are always kind of fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, they're going to land there. And this Megrim right here, they're within range, and they will get fired at. So, can we see that? The Megrim has an attack value of 10 against armor, and the Puma has an armor of 15. The Megrim won't have any offensive bonuses, but for being in the urban area, there we go. The armored fighting vehicle has a +1 to its defense. So that's a 16 against a 10. So I'll go ahead and roll this. So there's nothing going to happen. 12 against 17. We're dead there. So that's marked finished. And this guy's marked finished for opportunity fire. Another chit. So these guys might say, oh, he just got fired at. Maybe we want to come around. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they moved, so they're finished. This is kind of a pain marking things finished when I end up with a stack. Like if they have a shaken unit or anything, I I'll kind of keep track in my head, mark those, and that's signifying that both of those are there, because I like nice neat stacks, so I end up fiddling a bit. Draw another one. Alright, so they get to activate again. So these come right back off. And they get to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's finished, so he can't shoot. There's no one really threatening, so I guess really, if they wanted to, they could come try to jump on the road. It's not going to give them any benefit right now, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll mark it again. Alright, so this has to be, wow. The third rank might have a chance here. So this King Tiger has a range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With, yeah. So his attack is 10. Go in there. Range of 6. He's going to go ahead and attack the Megrim. The Megrim, since it's higher, this black line here is a hill. So he's higher, he gets a +1 to his defense. So it's going to be 10, and then he also gets +2 for being with the commander. So that's 12 against 17. Do that. 12 against 17. So 12 plus 10, 22. That's going to kill this guy. And that will put, get a wreck marker. That's going to put a wreck right there. That's actually going to be pretty tough for the Black Hand. That's their only high strength. Well, really, it's their only AFV, armored fighting vehicle. This guy is a troop carrier, but has no armor piercing, only high explosive. However, these zealots can be pretty powerful assaulting in the open, especially against units like this that aren't accompanied by infantry. Even though this guy's the commander, there's no infantry there, so that has some potential to be bad. So he's finished. Command radius of 6 for this guy. Oh, this is a scout, so he can, I think he was there. He's a scout, so he can move on his own. The scouts aren't subject to command radius. So he might just go ahead and move. Yeah, might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. +1 for staying on the road. Go there. This is the last one for this turn. And there's a Black Hand. So what do the Black Hand want to do? From what it seems, their best strength is to swarm, I guess, for lack of a better term. They don't have any commanders. They can kind of move on their own, stack together. They can be pretty powerful. They don't move very much, but these guys in the pests can get around a little bit more. The pest is their transporter. It's also a scout vehicle, but that really only would come into play for them for line of sight, I guess, for off-board artillery, which I don't think I've played anything where the Black Hand has off-board artillery. OBA, as the game refers to it. So let's go ahead and move these guys. This here, as well as this up there, that's black water. That's highly radioactive. The Black Hand Zealots, though, can move, or the Black Hand in general, can move through it. I guess the vehicles can't, but you get the idea. 1, 2, 3. I like to put them in there feels fun since they can get in there. Within range of that guy, however, finished marker, can't opportunity fire. 1, 2, 3. These guys are going to try to come down here and maybe make a front in front of Brinken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll bring these guys into the fray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's it for there. Everyone's still in play. So we'll just put those back in there. Advance it and do it all over again. In this scenario for controlling Brinken, actually these are all going to come off. For controlling Brinken, the black hand gets a supply point, which basically just means they can not rally, but if there's a reduced counter, they can flip it. But so if this guy had taken, I guess really this guy up here had taken 2 hits instead of 3, we could spend that point to bring him back. But there's no one damaged, so we'll start again. Sorry, that's my ring on the cup. These guys are going to activate again. Let's get them moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In here. Actually, they'll go there to stay out of range of those guys. And they'll follow suit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So I'll mark them. The reason I'm doing it continuously, usually this scenario really doesn't last very long. I played one kind of ramping up, and the Puma was taken out on the black hand's second activation. With the Megrim being right there, he just blew him out of the water. What do we want to do? So this King Tiger and the Puma are nice against armor, but 4 firepower there against 13 there. It's not great, especially with a range of 3. So we will, that's 5 and 4. We'll just move this guy along the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can move 7. He'll get marked finished. We'll leave the Puma there, just in case these guys here move into attack, he can cover. So despite what I just said, I'll turn it off and come back here in a little bit.